Tiny Pretty Things is a new Netflix series that is based off of a popular book, and this follows the world of an elite ballet academy and charts the rise and fall of young adults who live far from their homes, each standing on the verge of greatness or ruin. There's much more to this story. In the very first opening shot of this series, we see a young girl on the top of a building practicing ballet, and then she turns around and sees somebody standing there in a hoodie with a red zipper, and he or she pushes them off of the ledge, and this young girl, Cassie, is replaced by another young girl in this ballet academy, and that leads into this mystery of who was the person that did push Cassie off of this ledge. And so we have this kind of thriller, this mystery surrounding this ballet company, and there's a lot of people within here. There's a lot of storylines, and there's a lot of people that are trying to one-up each other or be more successful than the other person. And Tiny Pretty Things is a bit of a mixed bag for me. I thought some of it worked. I think the mystery and how it was set up right away definitely did catch my interest. I was interested in hearing who was the person that tried to sabotage Cassie by pushing her off of the ledge. There's a lot of things that are happening with this ballet company, but unfortunately, we do get a lot of subplots and a lot of characters that really don't add much to the overall story, and it really waters it down. This is a 10-episode series, and each episode is almost 1 hour long. And so it is a pain to get through at times because we have all these different characters, like this young girl named June who wants emancipation from her parents. We have these guys who are in the secret relationship, and one of them doesn't want to tell his current girlfriend. There's a lot of drama within this ballet company, and this show focuses a lot on lovemaking. There is a lot of it. And I understood it at first because it kind of established certain relationships and how people felt about each other pretty early on. But it goes on and on to a point where it gets very repetitive and it really serves no purpose. I was absolutely baffled with the amount of sex that is in this series, to the point where I was just thinking, okay, move on. Let's get this done with. We don't need any of this. And it just happens so much in the series. Each episode, like I said, is almost an hour long. And if you cut all of that out, you probably just cut out 20 minutes of the series right there. And it's just, I don't understand why there was so much of it. Like I said, I didn't mind it in the beginning because it kind of established certain characters, feelings, relationships in the beginning of the series. But every single episode had it. It just got repetitive to the point where they weren't adding anything to the series. They weren't adding any new story elements, nothing to the characters. It was just there. And that's one of my biggest drawbacks from the series, is the amount of times it drives away from that mystery and some of our main characters and their progression throughout the series. I think that a lot of times with some of these subplots and these smaller characters and all of the sex scenes, it really just takes away from that overall mystery, because it's really strong in about the first couple of episodes. I was really intrigued with it. I was really kind of captivated by this ballet company and how fierce everybody is and how strict the teacher is. I was kind of all feeling the first couple episodes, but once we got into the middle half and towards the end, I just was not interested. I really let go of any kind of like desire to watch the series. I did finish the series, but it was a bit of a struggle for me to get through. Nevaeh is the young girl who does replace Cassie in this ballet company. I think she does a pretty good job in the series. She joins this ballet company after getting rejected at first, and then she joins, so she's kind of wondering what's going on, and everybody's kind of like has their heart set that Cassie will return, and so they're kind of outcasting Nevaeh, and so she kind of has to deal with all these new people in her life and this new teacher who's very strict. I think that was a nice part to the series, kind of the other side of what happens next after your young star, Cassie, goes to the hospital, can no longer be part of this ballet company. Now we have Nevaeh come in. let's see what happens next with all of that. I think that was an intriguing part of the series, and she definitely did hold my interest throughout the whole 10 episodes. I think she was a very strong character in here. But like I said, there's so many times subplots, characters, sex, MTV music, it just got in the way and just it felt like muddled down to the point where I really could care less what was happening and even forget about Cassie and this person that pushed her off of the ledge. I just kind of lost all hope and lost all interest kind of about middle half of the series. It started off pretty good. It started off very promising. I was interested with it. I was really on board with the mystery, kind of the whodunit style of filmmaking, but it really took a turn with a lot of the characters, and I just really wasn't interested anymore. I'm going to go ahead and give Tiny Pretty Things a C. Thank you guys for checking my review for Tiny Pretty Things. It is on Netflix now. Have you guys seen it? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up-and-coming Netflix content. You guys are the best as always. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.